Hey, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you 5 glitches that are working in patch 1.08 that you may not know about. Let's start off with this first glitch that involves using a specific Ashes of War, and we need to pick up this over at the lakes. Now, the specific Lost Grace that we are at is going to be the Gate Town Bridge, which can be located right here towards the right side. If you did not know, there is a Knight Cavalry that can spawn here. To do this, you simply want to rest at the Lost Grace until nightfall. You can locate this boss towards the east, yet sometimes he can be roaming around there. Now, what I recommend is that you do, take it careful with this boss. It can be quite difficult, but once you do get the hang of this fella and you understand the attacks, you will be able to unlock this right here, which is going to be the Ice Spear. Now, once you do have this, we can then move on towards the next step. This next step is pretty simple. All you have to do is head towards Rose Church, and this is going to be located right here towards the south. What you will find is a scarab roaming around, or more so rolling around. You will want to take this fella out. This scarab is going to drop a spell for you to memorize, and what this is going to be Blood Flame Blade. There's various ones that you can unlock just like this, such as Holy, and I believe the other one is the Black Flame Blade. Moving on, we want to head towards the Fortified Manor, which can be located over at the Royal Capital. You can take the right side here, go through the doors, and pick up the painting. Now that you have the painting, you can then head towards this spot over here, which is going to be Windmill Heights. Once you have spawned down, head towards the south. You will locate this fella right here. He will shortly disappear after you have interacted with him, sorta. Then he will also drop the Fire's Deadly Sin. So now that we have all three, we can then interact with a Lost Grace nearby, and you are going to memorize 3 of these spells. We want to go towards Memorize Spell, and let's just remove whatever we have. I'm going to first start off by adding the Fire's Deadly Sin first. You can add these in whatever order you personally like. Next spell we want to memorize is going to be the Blood Flame Blade, possibly even the Black Flame Blade. The only issue, again, with the Blood Flame, or excuse me, not the Blood Flame, but the Black Flame, is that it does not last too long, which is very underwhelming. So what we can do now is activate the Fire's Deadly Sin. We can then activate either Black Flame Blade or the Blood Flame Blade. I'm going to show you why the Black Flame Blade is not that impressive. It's great momentarily until it just goes out like a candle. I recommend the Blood Flame because you can roll around and take the blood out of the enemy. Now you might be wondering, why did we pick up the Ice Spear if we're not going to be using that? Well, you can definitely do this. I recommend using the Ice Spear and then attaching this to one of your spears and then choosing quality. Once you have that done and you activate Blood Flame Blade or the Black Flame, this is going to also add a freeze effect, and it will also add a blood effect as well. So you get the best of both worlds there, and if you combine this with Fire's Deadly Sin, it can be quite strategic. I don't think a lot of people are using this in PvP, but I just don't even care to go in that route, and that's just me. I personally am not a fan of PvP. Now let's talk about different rune farming methods, because this might be something... Now let's talk about rune farming methods, because this glitch right here might be something you have not seen before. By no means is it the best, but it's definitely worth doing if you need to pick up some runes and you just need to level your character up because you're kind of stuck in this area. I would recommend trying it out. If we go towards the left here in the consecrated snowfields, we can then jump towards the right. But to do this, you sort of want to like level yourself on the left side and then jump towards the right. You might end up, stuck in this weird little crack position, but you can jump out of it just like this and then just continue to jump up. Now, once you make your way all the way up, you can then go towards the right, drop down below, and as you can tell, I failed miserably from before, but this is where we are going to jump off at. So let's hop on top of our mount, sprint forward and jump, then double jump. If you delay the double jump by just a second, this will give you the extra length that you need to jump over that death barrier. After 30 seconds, you will notice that the runes will drop. As you can tell, I picked up 60,000. This may differ if you are on a different New Game Plus. If we hover towards this specific Lost Grace, which is located on the map, and this is going to be the Giant's Grave Post. We want to go towards the left here, jump towards the right, then jump to the very top and jump left and right, kind of zigzag it a little bit here. So let's turn around, jump up, and we'll try to jump up a little bit more here. You might end up, a little bit of a struggle there, but you'll get past it. It's not a big deal there. But there you go, jump towards the left, and now you're officially on top. This is sort of like a skip method, so you're not running around the whole entire map there. Yet now you're good to go, so let's speed this sucker up just by a little so I can show you exactly where you need to be at, which is going to be right here. Now, the spot, or the tricky thing about this spot, is that the camera angle might confuse you. So for example, if I go over here and I double jump off the map, you are going to notice that we have this sort of cartoon angle of falling. Yet you will also experience this one as well, where the camera angle does not do it. Either way works. Just this will show you what's happening basically. So you're going to slide down the mountain like this, and then after 30 to 45 seconds, you will be able to pick up the one-eyed shield and runes all at once. You can rinse and repeat this, yet I don't know if it's going to be as effective as other methods, yet it is definitely great for picking up the one-eyed shield only. Let's go ahead and travel back towards the grave post and then take a right. We are going to travel towards the west. I'll speed this up once more, and from there we're going to then jump towards the left side of that rock and then jump towards the right side. Now that I've changed the angle, we're going to jump forward. Now that we're on here, double jump right off the map and delay the jump by just a hair or a second. Tomato. Now continue to swipe, and what you will notice is after 30 to 45 seconds, the runes will drop. Remember that you have to continue to swipe throughout the whole entire process in order to pick up the runes. Once the runes drop, just fast travel back towards the Lost Grace and you will be able to acquire it. We are going to then talk about this other glitch that will allow you to skip past everything with the quest line up here. I'm not going to ruin too much, so I'll just shut up. But there's a specific part here at the Three Sisters where the tower, we can essentially use the offhand swap glitch, and this is quite easy to perform. You just want to have the Uchigatana, the scepter, as well as the hammer that you're able to pick up at the end of the game. What we are going to do is make sure that the Uchigatana is in our left hand and that we have the hammer on the right. We are going to swipe, and then after swiping, you want to hit the Ashes of War button. It's not going to show the effect of the ashes like that, but you're going to click it so that it's going to allow you to open up the menu so that you can pick a different weapon. For example, right here, I did the Ashes of War, paused the game, and then went down, picked up the scepter, and this was allowing me to then sprint forward while holding that down to then reach across the gap there. I have a great tutorial where I went over it slowly, so check that one out if you need to. And last but not least, if you head over towards the Mausoleum, this currently works after patch as well. I'm not sure why there are a lot of players saying that it does not work when it absolutely does. There is the left side method that not a lot of people choose to do, and the reason why is it's probably not the most favored because of how you have to do it. So what you have to do is essentially go towards the right and then jump towards the left and then jump towards the left again and then jump around the little tree that's in your way there. But yeah, once you're around it, you're on top of here and you could jump literally anywhere towards the left as long as you double jump and remember to delay it by a hair. You will be able to pick up quite a lot of runes, and there you go. Thank you to everyone that's currently subscribed and our members. Appreciate the love and support, and I'll see you all in the comment sections on the next video and whatnot. See ya!